Buenas tardes y bienvenidos a todos. Good afternoon and welcome everyone. Welcome to a community dedicated to providing spiritual tools for living a happy and full life. My name is Karina Shearer and I am the spiritual director and founding minister here at the Center for Spiritual Living Puerto Vallarta. If you would like to join us for our live Zoom meeting, please contact me for the link and the password. Today is Sunday, April 24th, and we are continuing with our annual theme, which is Living Everyday Wonder. This month, our topic has been creativity, and the topic for this week is Boldly Go. We open each week with a spiritual practice called Affirmative Prayer, also known as Spiritual Mind Treatment. And this is a powerful tool and a practical tool that shifts our consciousness so that we are open and available to accept the good that is already present in our life. It aligns our thoughts with all good. So let's move into today's service with intention, as we do each week, with a reading from the Creative Thought magazine. And today I'll be reading from April 21st, 2014. And just a reminder that spiritual mind treatment is always done in the first person. So I invite you to close your eyes and take these words as your own, if you so choose. I know there is only one power in my life, and it is fully present in and as me. I live in the flow of this power. Always connected to the all, I live lovingly, confidently, and joyfully. I bask in God's good. Fully supported by it, life unfolds naturally with grace and ease wherever and whenever needed. I know truth. I continue to do the work to embody truth. Today, I walk the talk. I am what I teach and preach. The way is made easy. I know what I need at the right and perfect time. I am the living example of principle and action. My life is a combination of creativity, passion, commitment, joy, and love. Gratefully, I remember it is not me, but the Father within that does the how. Today, with gratitude, I release these words to truth. I know it is done even before I think the words. I know it is so, and so it is. And that was originally submitted by Reverend Anne Aho Kangas from Waterloo, Ontario. And as we do each week, let's together review our purpose, vision, and mission statements. We have a ground purpose here each week, and that is to awaken and celebrate diversity and to love and serve our community. We do this by means of our vision, which is to educate and support each other so we can create the life we desire that works for us right now. And this is further supported by our mission, which is to provide spiritual tools for personal growth and transformation. And once again, I'd like to welcome everyone. Please know that we are a philosophy teaching that welcomes everyone, no matter who you are or what path you are on. Please know that you are valued and welcome here. And here at the Center for Spiritual Living Puerto Vallarta, we teach a philosophy called the Science of Mind. And it's a teaching based on new thought and ancient wisdom. And we offer spiritual tools and principles to promote personal growth. One of the tools we've already experienced this morning is our spiritual mind treatment. And as I mentioned, we honor diversity in all aspects so that we can see and appreciate the great oneness that already exists everywhere and within everyone. When Dr. Ernest Holmes founded this teaching, He had studied both Eastern and Western spiritual texts in order to create the science of mind. And when asked to provide a concise definition of the teaching, he had replied that it is a correlation of laws of science, opinions of philosophy, and revelations of religion applied to human needs and aspirations. And each week we offer a service with an inspirational message. We are currently meeting Sundays at noon at Winston's Bar and Grill, Calle Peru, 1231, right next door to the Shell gas station. And soon we'll be offering a Wednesday wine and wisdom in the late afternoons. So be sure to check out our notices on our Facebook page and our website for upcoming dates. In the meantime, if you have any questions or comments, you can either post them here online, wherever you are watching, or chat with me in person, or send me a direct email, and I'll be sure to respond. So, your dreams are waiting for you to come true, and maybe it's time. So far, we have looked at the creative impulse in the individual, danced with our donkeys of resistance, transcended the world of effect to expand our visions, and embrace a higher idea of our own divinity. Creativity is who and what we are. Our creativity arc for this month began with the individual's choice to heed the creative impulse. Next, we explored the creative journey and growth, which occurs as we expand and step out of our comfort zones, riding our donkey. And our third week included transformational episodes in our personal stories as discussed through Easter and Passover. And finally, this fourth week of the month explores bringing our creativity to the world. When we dare to present our talents, gifts, and passions, we are both vulnerable and victorious. Authenticity is the difference between performance and expression. Performance is for others, but expression is for the self. So what's left? It's time to get off of our knots, the not me, not now, and bring our creative selves and whatever it is that we are wanting to do, bringing that to the world. If we want to be victorious, then we must be vulnerable. We must open our hearts, let down our ego defenses, and dare to live authentically if we want the rewards of a life well lived. This week is not about judging the quality of a performance or assessing the efficacy of a product. This week is all about us knowing our authentic life purpose. A few months ago, I took a course about being creative and artistic using the book, The Artist's Way by Julia Cameron. When the course finished, I went back to my regular scheduled program until I started attending art classes. I've created a few things, bought more supplies, and have started on a few new projects, trying things that I've never done before, stepping out of my comfort zone. Ernest Holmes said this: "We must concisely know that we can use creative power. The more complete such acceptance on our part, the more completely we shall be able to use this power for definite purposes." In the Science of Mind textbook, it says, healing is not creating a perfect idea or a perfect body. It is revealing an idea which is already perfect. The intention to reveal a creative idea, creative solutions, or creative possibilities actually paves the way for truth to be revealed as needed, especially when we seek meaning and purpose. When we marshal our spiritual forces, we solve big issues and answer big questions. When we vision for guidance and insights, we reveal magnificent ideas which can both anchor us in faith and launch us into lives of meaning and passion. From our practice oneness with all life or higher power and each other, and our committed availability to greater wisdom, we become powerful vehicles for transformation, healing, and newness. Spiritual mind treatment is our superpower. So let's use it to be alive and wholehearted beings. Eric Butterworth wrote this: in the divinity of man, there is a changeless relationship with the principle in which every problem has an answer. That principle within has nothing whatever to do but to work for your highest good. So we must recognize that we live in a field of infinite wisdom and wholeness. Pure potentiality means unlimited thinking can and will produce unlimited good. Along with our recognition of allness and immediacy of God, we must also recognize that no one, including ourselves, is random or without a greater truth to be realized. What if we knew for certain that that thing we are embarrassed about or have always been told to change or to not do turned out to be the very gift that Spirit placed within us to bless the world in ways unimaginable? We say it's all God, but do we really understand it and believe it? Raymond Charles Barker said this: the full symphony of your real self can only be heard when all the windows of your mind are open to the fullness of life. Carl Jung taught that the area of our greatest wound is potentially our greatest gift. Dr. Temple Grandin is one of the top scientists in the humane livestock handling industry. She has a PhD in animal science from the University of Illinois and is a professor at Colorado State University. She has authored 6 books, including 2 bestsellers, and she is autistic. Autism is a part of who I am, she said. Her disability is actually the gift that allows her to understand animals. She has changed how livestock handling is done and influenced an entire industry. So here's some questions to ponder. What do you do naturally that you love and have always thought about doing? Maybe you love being outdoors. Maybe you can't get enough of reading, learning new things, growing a garden, or cleaning tarnish from old collectibles. And where do you lose yourself in an experience? What causes you to lose track of time? Maybe it's playing with your grandchildren. Maybe it's fixing wobbly chair legs. Maybe it's going into the kitchen and creating something from nothing. When are you the most at home in your own skin? Maybe it's making bread or polishing a car. Maybe it's skiing, hiking, fishing, swimming, knitting, or learning about wine. Finally, what is the one thing that makes your heart sing more than anything else in the world? It might be singing, but it also might be visiting art museums. Maybe it's social justice work, LGBTQ activism, feeding the homeless, or volunteering at an animal shelter. So let your answers emerge. Knowing what we love, who we are, and what we care about, and what we are drawn to, creates sacred self-awareness. And when we have that, we realize that purpose isn't about livelihood, career, or job skills. Your purpose is love. Eckhart Tolle said this: "You are not separated from nature. We are all part of the one life that manifests itself in countless forms throughout the universe, forms that are all completely interconnected." And there is victory in vulnerability. When we risk being true to our creative desires, our intuitive sparks, and our magical dreams, we must drop the armor of "I need to know it all" and the "been there, done that" feeling. Without armor, our senses are heightened and our instincts are fired up. Little shifts open the way to big discoveries. Our willingness in each moment to peel back the layers of protection and the safety of doing what we've always done creates spaciousness. There is daring in becoming vulnerable and admitting to beginner status. Creative naivety is a wondrous place to inhabit because we aren't jaded by old expectations or past experiences. All creation starts with yes. The yes that we offer to being different, inexperienced, and even innocent opens us up to ways of being that are unfamiliar, yet filled with potential for greater aliveness and discovery. We long to feel alive, awake, energized, and uplifted. Step out of your comfort zone and step into your authentic spirituality. Dare to tell the spiritual truth of your life so that you can begin to tell the creative truth of your life. Be bold. Dare to be you and to show up as the creative expression that you already are. In the song Conviction of the Heart, it says this: "One with the earth, with the sky, I believe we'll survive if we only try." So it's time to not just think or live outside the box. We need to destroy the box, recycle the pieces, and repurpose the space where the box was sitting. What is your particular box? Are you ready to bless it, let it go, and move into life more creatively, more imaginatively, and more energetically? How can you start today? What one small thing can you do in the next 15 minutes, the next hour, or the next 2 days to live as a bold and expressive being that you already are? And in the words of Rumi, a new moon teaches gradualness and deliberation, and how one gives birth to oneself slowly. Patience with small details makes perfect a large work like the universe. There's been a meme that keeps showing up on Facebook lately. It says, "You're not just salsa, you're guacamole, baby," which brings us to our affirmation for today. I dare to be me. I am hot stuff. And so now it's time for giving back where we are spiritually fed. And please know that all donations are gratefully received. Your donations help us to continue this vital teaching of the science of mind here in Puerto Vallarta. When you go onto our website, www.cslpv.org, you'll arrive on the landing page, and there you'll see a donate button. When you click on it, it will take you directly to your PayPal so that you can make your donation in whichever way serves you best. Alternatively, if you would like to still send in a paper check, you can do so by addressing it to CSLPV number 403, 2125 Birch Road, Kelowna, BC, V1Y8N1. And so now if you would like to join me in saying our offertory affirmations. I know that my giving blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, and all that I give and receive. I do give eternal thanks for the abundance that is mine to share. So if you would like to have a one-on-one connection for a spiritual mind treatment to assist you with finding your passion, reigniting your creativity, or seeking change in whatever you are experiencing in life, please connect with me. And if you would like to commit to being a member of the Center for Spiritual Living Puerto Vallarta for this current year, or if you would like to be a member of our Board of Trustees, please connect with me as well so that you can be sent the current forms. And I'd also like to remind you to subscribe and like our YouTube channel and Facebook page. If you're interested in knowing more about Science of Mind teaching, we are once again offering Change Your Thinking, Change Your Life, and it will be held this time online. Connect with me to find out the details or check out our website under the weekly events section. It will be a 5-week class on Tuesdays, but more information is on the webpage as well. And let's continue with practicing peace. We can each be a force for peace and nonviolence. Our words and our actions create ripples of peace all around us and beyond. Peaceful living includes acting with compassion, kindness, and consideration. And it also includes standing up against injustice. May peace and love be with you. Thank you for coming and sharing this time together. Peace and blessings to all. Namaste.